Welcome to the VemYou system. It's an absolute pleasure and also exciting moment to have you in here, and some of your early users to be able to come through and use this amazing system that we've been building over the last 3 years. So just quickly before I get into it, quick introduction. My name's Joseph. Whether you know me or not, I'm a full-time musician. That's what I do. That's what I love. I do all different areas of the music industry. So whether it's originals or covers or weddings or markets or big gigs or festivals or bands or all of it. I just love to be singing and being in the industry, and that's exactly what we've designed this for. So it's actually a very flexible, very powerful application software, and we're going to go through it, and we're going to show you from first building your user to creating your musician profiles to all of the other features and all of the other advanced areas, and including to receiving emails and to all of that sort of stuff. So we are going to get into this, and yeah, welcome along. So this is from a musician's perspective. This is a 3-phase rollout. First is musicians, second is venues, and then the last, we will open this up to the community for them to be able to find musicians and venues and live music and that sort of stuff. This is what I have to explain this to you because it's very important, because this is a long-term vision, and we want for you to understand it from the beginning on why we're doing it the way we're doing it. And it starts from you registering as a user. So you're a musician, and we will start getting into these other areas. So you're going to obviously put your email in here. This is just a test. For these videos, I want to go through between tests and also between my own actual real life profile. The test stuff is just to show you how to set up and what it looks like from someone who's very new at it. And then once we start getting to some of the more advanced features, I will show you from my actual user, from my Joseph Brown Music user. So as a user, some things that's very important to get straight away is the user is what creates the different profiles. Your profiles or your pages are they're what you manage. So we'll get into that as we go through these videos, but yeah, just to explain straight from the beginning. So make sure you read your terms of services. That's how we use your information and the privacy, and also how we do payments and all that sort of stuff. So just go through the terms of service. Once you go through this period here, you will come to this point here. This will come through as an email now. So once you've got your verification, you're going to get 2 emails through here. One is going to be your verification number. So I'm going to do that for you now. That'll sign you in. So that's going to go into the system now. And the other one is just an introduction and a little bit about the VemYou system. So take a minute to read through this. This will explain everything about what VemYou is about, and also some information around the Vem link if you want to go through that, and also how to set up your music page and all of that sort of stuff, also our vision. So go through that, spend as a bit of time on that so you can really get a grasp of it, because this is something new, and it's something that, from a musician, from my perspective and talking with venues and everything, it's something that I feel is going to bring a lot of benefits to the industry. So yeah, thank you for coming on this journey, and I really appreciate your time and your efforts towards getting onto it nice and early while we're developing it. So yeah, appreciate that so much. And as you can see here, this is your dashboard. This is where you manage everything. So on the left here, you've got a new tab starting from the top. So the new tabs, if you're working on something, you can actually open up an exact identical tab, and that way just allows you to manage between the 2 different tabs if you'd like to do that. If not, you can just manage it all here as well. You have your profile. So as I explained at the beginning, you can probably see some of these areas here: musicians, songs, set list, Vem links. These are all managed from a profile. So this is really important, okay? Your profile is not your music profile, okay? This is the user. This is you as a user. So whether you might have, for example, a cover persona, you might have an original persona, you might have a band, you might have a solo. Like me, I have all different projects. I can manage each project individually from my user. So your user is not your music profile, okay? Your user is the person who's managing the different music projects, okay? So just you got to get that really clear, nice and early, so you can actually have multiple musicians and set lists that tie to each individual musicians, and also Vemlinks, which is we've taken the best from a lot of different platforms, but Vemlinks, we'll get into that. That's our like link tree design for musicians, which is really really cool part of the system. But that's what your profile is. So you manage all of your musicians through the profile. Okay, this is really important. So you can see your like all of these things here, your logins, your passwords. Yeah, you can see my password. You can sign into this. I don't care. I'm going to be using this just as a thing. But anyway, your venues. So as you can see here, these are all of the different venues that's on the system. So you can search by category. We will obviously keep on developing this. This is day one. So, we will create, this is why it's really important for you to understand nice and early. Burley Heads Hotel, and you can go through all the different venues. Verified venues are the ones that you can actually book with, not approved. Approved is just that they are a venue that hosts live music. That's what an approved venue. Verified means that they're actually verified within our system, and they are contactable. And if you send in a contact through our system, they will answer. And if you, that's what this status is. So very important you understand that as well. And also, of course, the different sort of venues. So a lot of these venues will become verified, and we are working a lot of them more and more, and throwing them in there. So yeah, your calendar obviously is as explanatory as it is. It's a calendar for you to be able to put your gigs in. That can be shared across whoever's booking, and also across the whole community can see your dates and everything like that. Charges is when you actually start getting any sort of charges. So this will show you like, your tipping, and if you've been booked and you want to be paid through the system, it shows you everything. So it shows you all of the fees, where they go, and it shows you the amount you get, the amount that the person paid. And so it's very transparent. There's no one can hide any fees. That's what's the power of the system, is that it's transparent and it's open and honest, and it's about integrity. So everything I'm going to show you here is going to be me showing you I'm not going to be hiding anything. It's going to be showing you all of the information. Okay, so musicians, these are all the musicians currently on it. We are building this up. So if you are a musician or you're watching this video and you're on it, thank you. If you know someone who wants to be on it, or you know someone who needs this system, just let them know, and you'll start seeing them. You can actually connect with them. You'll be able to connect with them as you, if you want to build a band, you can connect with all different band members and all that sort of stuff. So there's a lot of different features here, but I'm just giving you a little breeze through everything, and we'll go through everything in proper detail. My musicians, I don't have a musician yet. We haven't created a musician profile, so we'll get into that soon. Your contacts, how cool is this? In the Vemlink, which we'll go through and soon, people can actually subscribe to you. So your contacts are your subscribers, people who actually follow you out at venues. They can subscribe. You'll send emails. We're never going to charge you to reach your contacts. These are your contacts you've earned from yourself. All we're going to do is just do the work to be able to make sure we can manage everything in one place. Connections are the people that you connect with. So whether you connect with venues, or whether you connect with musicians, or whether you connect with music lovers, you can connect with them here. So this becomes these are your connections. These are your connects, right? We all need our connects. That's where they are. Events, that's going to be something that we're going to talk about a bit later on when we get to that level, but we're not there yet. So we'll come to that soon. So don't worry about the events just now. At the moment, the event's going to be tied to bookings, and it's going to be tied backwards to actual when you start using the system and all of its might and glory. Right now, we're going to just, as I said, breeze through everything here nice and easy, and then we'll go through everything in detail. Your Vemlinks is where you edit all your links. So this is your link tree, right? This is your link tree feature concept. This is where you can put your social links, images, videos. So images might be your things like your stage plots, or any promo photos, promo videos that can be easily downloaded through your Vemlink. As well as any audio, any podcast links, any just general links or documents like public liability and all that sort of stuff. It'll all be in here. I'm going to go into this detail very soon, but not right now, not on this video. But yeah, that's a little bit on how the Vemlinks works. Payouts, this is as you get paid out for any tips or anything like this, it'll show you everything from the payouts. Products, we will be incorporating you to be able to sell merch, and to be able to sell CDs, and to be able to do all this sort of stuff. and so much more. And you can actually show that all through your Vem link, which is going to be absolutely crazy. When you see the Vem link, you're going to be very, very pleasantly surprised, I think. It's been a big part of what we've designed this around. So set list is your different sets. Songs are the different songs. So your master songs, this is your master list of all of your songs, and set lists, you can break them up into different set lists as you need. And any subscriptions, we don't have any subscriptions at the moment. So everything you use on here is completely free. It's completely for us to be able to build this system for you. And yeah, we want you to be able to benefit as the artist. Like want to benefit. I'm the co-founder. Of course, I want to be a musician. You know, while I love doing this, that's what I'm doing this for, so I can be a musician more and less worry about any complications that I've faced in the industry. You know, as I said, I've done over 1,000 gigs. I've played all of the different venues. I have that experience. So this system is built for that. So it's built to help you as a musician focus on being a musician, and it's built to help you manage yourself without having to need some people that not necessarily be on there. I only speak from this point because, you know, unfortunately I've been affected by some of these complicated areas of the industry. I've had money stolen from me or not paid or waited months and months and months. And yeah, so I'm building this to try and reduce that. But anyway, thank you everyone for coming on this. This is introductory on how the VemYou system works and what it's all about. We'll start digging deep into all of these different areas. I'm going to bring these in video by video, so let's see how we go with it. All right. Other than that, let me know any questions in the comments below. If you have any questions or if you have any sort of queries or anything, just send us an email. But yeah, this has been the VemYou system tutorial video number 1. Really exciting. Really, really happy that you are here. And yeah, let's build this industry from the ground up again. And let's make the musicians be the ones in charge of everything for a change. So this has been the VemYou's tutorials. My name's Joseph. Happy gigging, everyone. Have yourself a great day.